don't say his name too fast, cause
Darkhawk.
yeah.
Why? What happens when you say it too fast? Darkhawk, Darkhawk,
uh,
Darkhawk.
I wonder.
Darkhawk,
You,
Darkhawk. Don't say it too fast. Okay, guys, we were a little behind on this one, just because it's the holidays. We're busy. We got families and stuff like that. So this is the Darkhawk episode. We review the champion. This is post-content creator video, so it's actually probably more accurate than we normally are. We like to think we're usually pretty close to the money, but you know, sometimes you miss things that once you start playing with the champion become a little bit more evident. So this one definitely has a lot of that all baked in. Darkhawk's an amazing champion. If you are considering somebody a tech champion, you need some immunities, somebody who's going to be basically a jack of all trades. This guy is really, really strong. One of the best champions that was released over the course of the year. But yeah, take a listen to learn a little bit more about this champion.
that H has to be very pronounced. Okay, so
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
he has been in the arena, and I think he went for a 60 mil cutoff first round.
So
Which is
creep back up there again, maybe.
yeah, and it's holidays, and it wasn't actually Christmas, so we'll know this round how high he goes.
Yeah.
He seems interesting. He reminds me of kind of Iron Man Infinity War, kind of Thor Ragnarok in a way. He also reminds me of Sentinel. He's an interesting dude. So judging the base abilities, his base stats are not really anything special. Let me pull it up right now real quick. His prestige at 200 is 10,410.
Man, why are they all 10,400 nowadays?
Not all of them.
A lot of them, all of the, if they say this is going to be a prestige champ, it falls like real tightly in that top. It used to be like top 10 pack. Now it's like a top 20 pack, and it's going to be like a top 30 pack soon.
Yeah, I feel that the prestige champs have kind of expanded their definition from just the top champs to a large majority, like a large group of champs.
Oh yeah.
Let me just pull up MCC mod.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go with the spotlight. Am I missing anything if I just stick with the spotlight?
You're missing the stats, the crit rate, damage. Yeah,
that's a good point.
So his crit rate is 29%, above average. That's good. Crit damage 184. That's average to below average a little. And block proficiency 70%. Both of these champs, both Darkhawk and Night Thrasher, have had pretty decent block proficiency.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Well, he seems like he should have high block proficiency just because he's got like this giant force field in front of him, you know?
Yeah. And
whereas Night Thrasher should have crazy block proficiency because he blocks attacks with a skateboard.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody knows that skateboards are
way better than a force field.
Basically bulletproof.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so it is how it is. And then he has a health pool, an average health pool, 28k at 565. He has 2459 attack, and his stats on the face value are kind of average. They're kind of, you know, they're offensive average kind of base stats.
He goes pretty nuts though with his abilities. So
yeah, well, he is a robot, which I wouldn't have said that the first time I saw him.
No, I thought he was a guy in a suit, similar to like a Power Ranger.
Like guy in a, yeah, similar to a Power Ranger. Who would have said? Who would have thought?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a robot. He's immune to bleed poison. He doesn't have other immunities. It would have been nice if he was like immune to shock or whatever.
You know, I think I like the fact that robots have those 2 immunities, and then they save other ones for, just random champions around. Because if robots were just immune to everything, it would be. But they definitely shouldn't be immune to shock. It should almost be the reverse. They should be. They should be more susceptible to shock.
Maybe immune to incinerate.
Well, I could melt a robot.
You're right.
Yeah,
you can definitely melt a robot.
Maybe immune to
mind control either, right?
They should be immune to mind control, I think.
Apparently, Emma Frost in the comics like mind controls one of the Sentinels or something.
Oh, really? Well, okay, maybe not. Yeah, I'm a big fan of sticking to the lore, sticking to the. Makes it way more interesting. Like the fact that the Magneto can't be mind controlled. Oh,
yeah, that's
cool. Awesome. Yeah.
Juggernaut
either. Yeah. Unstoppable Colossus, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So and then there's a line about wing attacks, which I think is some of the specials, the mediums, something like that. They have 100% armor penetration. Doesn't really matter.
This includes medium, heavy, and special 2 hits. That's it.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at, the developer note.
Oh yeah, I see them now.
So that's cool. 100% armor penetration. That's not as crazy as you'd think. All it does really is it's make you take a little bit more block damage if you're blocking his attacks, and if you're going up against an armor node, maybe you won't notice. I don't know why they include it, but cool. Why not?
Yeah. Okay, so he has 3 modes, and I'm sure by this time everybody knows how he changes modes based on the content creator videos. So I'm just gonna go over this very quickly. He doesn't start the fight in any mode unless if you have a unique synergy for him. So he starts the fight in no mode, and then if he's knocked down, he goes into shield mode. If he uses SP2, he goes into stealth mode. And is it stealth mode?
No, SP2 is stealth mode, knockdown is shield mode, null mode is special 3.
SP3, yeah. So basically with shield mode, you get auto block, you get armor, it's not affected by ability accuracy reduction. So if you activation of this ability is not affected by ability accuracy reduction, so it can activate. But if you are reducing his abilities, he can't do the secondary effects that comes with this mode.
Yes,
he can't.
The mode happens no matter what. And the abilities connected to the modes may or may not happen.
Yeah.
Right.
So this mode gives him armor, gives him auto block, depending on the sig level, and it gives him, if he blocks a contact attack while shield mode is active, he inflicts a shock debuff. This is a debuff. Instantly dealing an amount of shock damage, which is apparently very easy to play around because it's not hard to not knock champs down.
Right. I mean, what you mean is that during the normal playstyle, you almost always end up knocking people down on a regular basis. Anytime you use a special, you knock someone down. Heavy attacks.
Yeah. So you just don't use specials, you don't use heavies, and you're good.
It's pretty brutal.
I mean, it's not that bad if you.
I actually just
right counter.
I think I don't find the knocking them down to be that big of a deal. When I was facing him.
Yeah.
As soon as the initial regen was a pain in the butt. We'll go into how to fight this guy in a little bit. So so when he gets knocked down, he goes into the shield mode. The only way he gets into stealth mode is by using a special 2, which, let's just say you're not very good at evading specials like I am. Evading that special 1's pretty tough. I actually kind of preferred to bait out the special 2. And that makes him go into stealth mode. That's a pain in the butt because you can miss. So let's just, All right, this is all over the place. Mode number 1 is shield mode.
Yeah.
What does it do?
Armor, auto block if he's awakened,
Yeah.
and shock damage when blocking.
Okay, perfect. And okay, this is a special one. Yeah, shield mode. Okay, so he gets the armor and he gets the auto block. 100% chance, kind of like Iron Man Infinity War. Oh, at 15% with the armor.
Yeah, that's
Oof.
a max sig. That's a max sig.
Oh, this is a green number. Okay.
Yeah.
So but you will also be taking that energy damage every single time you hit him into the block, unless you're immune to shock. Or if you're bishop, you actually will probably gain a lot of prowess and not take much damage. Oh no, you won't, because he's tech. He can't do anything versus tech. He's basically armor shattered. Yeah. Okay. So developer note.
That mode lasts 10 seconds, I think.
What does this thing say? This developer note says cut through his high armor, heavy. I don't think the developer's really right here. Okay, so when he enters a mode from a different mode, he regens. So this is called null space regen, and I think null space must be one of his themes, like from the lore. Yeah. He probably enters this like hyperspace thing or whatever, maybe the quantum realm, whatever it is. But he has to be in a mode and then change to a different mode. So he has to be in shield mode and then change to stealth mode using a special 2. If one of his modes expires and then he enters another mode, he doesn't gain the regen. So he has to, if you're playing on offense with him and you want to activate the regen, you definitely have to either play aggressively enough or get hit at the right time in order to take advantage of the regen.
Yeah, it's not really, well, I'll tell you how I think you can take advantage of the regen, but yeah, that requires like cycling and the SP2s and the SP3s.
Yeah. So okay, let's go over stealth mode then. So we went over mode number 1, shield mode.
Yeah.
Stealth mode.
So stealth mode activates via SP2. You go into stealth mode and it lasts for 20 seconds, so it's twice as long as shield mode. The activation is again unaffected by ability accuracy reduction. So he basically goes invisible, right? The same as Hood's invisibility, which means that Daredevil can still hit him in this mode.
Which
he's blind.
Is amazing. It's crazy that was even a thing. I never knew that Daredevil would not miss against Hood.
Yeah, because he's blind and he sees with his ears.
Yes.
He reduces the opponent's defensive power gain in this mode by 70%. And incoming basic hits, not heavies and not specials, have a 30% chance to miss, which is good stuff, right?
Yeah, which it doesn't include heavy attacks, which is interesting, I think.
Again, heavy attacks push him to shield mode, so you probably don't want to use it,
Yeah, but he can't auto block a heavy attack either.
You're right.
Yeah. So, it's just one of those things where if like the missing is giving you trouble, then avoid the light and medium attacks. One thing that I found was that you could just parry him, and during your parry, you have enough time for like a medium and a light, and then you can kind of back off, even if you miss. That seemed to work okay for me.
Medium, light works also. So this mode is basically just, when you're playing as Darkhawk, this mode is basically your power manipulation mode. You manipulate the opponent's power, you manipulate your power if you're awakened. So if they receive 70% less power when you're hitting them, and if you're at max sig, you receive like 60% more power when you are hitting them. So that's great. It's good stuff.
It is pretty good. The defensive power gain reduction is something that only a few champions have. Beast, someone that has it. He like prevents him from gaining power on his basic attacks.
Yondu.
Yeah, Yondu has that. It's pretty interesting. It doesn't Doesn't do a lot, but it's nice when you're playing and you like, okay, wow, I can do a few 5-hit combos before they actually get to their next special. Which is
Punisher 2099.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's like 90%.
This doesn't. Yeah, that's very good. This doesn't actually reduce power gain buffs or like passives though. So.
No, this is just you hitting them. It's kind of like a percent based enervate.
Yeah. So I wanted to check on his SIG. Yeah, 60% increase offensive power rate. So you basically gain 60% more power, and they gain 70% less power. And then the third mode, which is the offensive mode, null mode, is activated by SP3, lasts for 30 seconds. So we went from 10 for the shield, 22 the stealth, to 30 for the null mode. So it prevents the opponent from healing for 30 seconds.
Yeah, long heal block. Really long heal block.
Yeah. The cops finally found you.
They got me. They're on to me.
Yeah, they got you. Yeah. And so when you activate SP3, it says that Darkhawk exits any other mode and enters null mode for 30 seconds. Mode activation is unaffected by ability accuracy reduction, which makes sense. Null mode provides 100% attack rating on his base kit, 25% block penetration, while in null mode, Darkhawk's basic attack have a 100% chance to inflict shock, instantly dealing 10% of his basic attack as direct damage, as energy damage.
I think Nightcrawler's deep wounds sort of tick like that.
Yeah, but this one is better.
Oh, ouch, Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nightcrawler's is pretty brutal. But yeah, this is pretty good. This is energy damage immediately. You don't have, it's not over time, nothing like that.
Yeah, and on top of the null mode attack bonus he gets from the SP3, from his base kit, he gets another 100% from his SIG.
Yeah. Okay, so before we get to the SIG, let's recap. We got 3 modes. We got shield, stealth, and null mode. We get shield mode from getting knocked down, stealth mode from using your special 2, null mode from using your special 3. Shield is auto block, stealth mode is missing and reduce their power gain. Null mode, which is the special 3, is big damage and heal block. Okay, so you got those 3 modes, 3 ways to activate it. Shield is 10 seconds, stealth is 20 seconds, null is 30 seconds. So they kind of scale up with the difficulty of achieving them, right? Because getting knocked down is easy, 10 seconds. Special 2, easier, 20 seconds. Okay, so then you awaken the guy, and it kind of augments each one of these modes. And so shield mode will gain 100. Wait, hold on. Did shield mode not start with the auto block?
No, shield mode has armor rating.
Sorry.
Shock damage on block.
Sorry, yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, shield mode doesn't actually give the auto block. That's the augmented part with his signature ability. Yeah. So yeah, shield mode gets a chance to auto block up to 100, which is cool. I like when when they go up to 100. I like when anything goes up to 100. It's neat. And
yeah.
Stealth mode gains a 60% chance, up to 60 increased offensive power rate. So while you're doing while they are gaining less power, you are gaining more power in that mode. Null mode grants basically the same attack rating again. That null mode already increases your attack by 100%. This is another 100%. So God, they're just so neatly stitched together, these 3 modes. They really flow well, even like just on paper. You know, if you just drew this out like as a diagram, it's just real. It just works, you know. I mean, you can tell. I saw some of the videos, but you can tell just by reading this that this guy works. Like he's not one of those awkward champions. I'm trying to think of like one of those super awkward ones that's really hard to set up, like Proxima Midnight. or Aegon.
Jeez. Oh no. Oh no, my heart.
No. But you know, I'm just joking. Those, you know, it's this is so smooth. The way this guy flows, because think about for a second. You know, you've got your special 2, which is maybe where you're going to start off. You're going to use a special 2, or let's go even farther back. Use a special 1. You know, which can stun, can't it? Yes.
I mean, that's also only in shield mode, though.
Yeah, that's true. But you can use a special 2 and then get that increased power gain with the decreased power gain. Go nuts on them. Get to your special 3, get into null mode before your shield stealth mode goes out. Get that regen, get the damage. Go back to a special 2. You can cycle all you want. If you get knocked down, if you get messed up, you're gonna be fine.
So
because
I think based on what I've seen from the content creator content, the feasible rotation for this dude is going up to an SP2, landing the SP2, and once you're duped, the enemy is not going to gain much power after that, and you're going to get a lot of power after that. So within the 20 seconds you have in stealth mode, you can easily get to, your SP3. You land your SP3, you go into null mode. So you change modes from stealth to null. You regen a bit there. You regen 10% there. That's enough to regenerate back your recoil you took from landing that first SP2. Then you have your SP3. You deal damage to them. You build up to your SP2 afterwards. In the 30 seconds you have, easily can build up to that and bait specials and things and deal your damage, and you land your SP2 with your null mode active, which deals a ton of damage. Then you enter the stealth mode again. You kind of stay out of shield mode because you don't really care about that. And I think he is gonna be very ideal for, like as a 565. I think he is gonna be amazing for a lot of the maze fights, maze style fights, maze degree fights, like Alliance War bosses.
Yeah, I think having that regen is really, really helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, for chip damage, it's okay, I think.
I mean, it's not a small regen. It's like 10% of health. Yeah. Does that get improved by the recovery mastery? Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so it's not bad, and we should just mention the special 1 gets augmented as well by each mode. If he's in shield mode, it stuns for 3.5 seconds, which is not a short stun. But I have a feeling the stun gets applied at the first hit, and it's kind of a long animation. So anyway, stealth mode, they will generate no power from this attack. That's actually pretty good if you're just doing this. Kind of like MODOK. Yeah, if you're doing this thing and you really want to, and you really are trying to just like go crazy on somebody towards the end of a fight, and they're getting close to a special 3, maybe not the worst thing in the world. And if you're in null mode, you will inflict a shock, and this is a damage over time shock. So beware for cornered and whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, so that's him basically. The abilities on paper. And so we didn't do synergies, did we?
Yeah, we haven't done synergies yet.
Oh my god, we broke the format. No.
And they're very super important. What happened to the format?
OCD triggered.
Okay. Synergies. Now we have
the synergies are good.
Modes, and we have talked about all these things. The synergies, the first one is with Stark and Iron Man Infinity War, and all champs get 10% attack. And this is weird because this is
is it only 5?
This is a friends synergy. This is a friends synergy, and an attack gain used to be only for enemies. Now I'm not sure what happened here. Friends used to give armor.
Well, and also I'm seeing on the Spotlight that it's 5%. So is it friends?
Yeah, 5%.
Oh, you said 10.
No, 5%.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought maybe you were looking at the 5%. The 5-star.
Yeah.
Okay. 5% attack. Then, that's pretty good. It's just another one that Stark has to, if you have a 455 Stark and you're desperate to do Labyrinth, that would do it, I think.
Yeah.
But this is not a big deal.
I think he goes decently well with Stark. Like in a 5-man team, he goes decently well with Stark, Ghost Rider, and Blade.
Oh, sure. You do. You take a double immunity. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You do need, you know, before my double immunity for that team was Iceman because he's got a synergy with Ghost Rider.
This guy also has a synergy with Ghost Rider, and it's even better.
Yeah, it is pretty dang good.
Well, and then there's another synergy, Nighthawks, as if it wasn't confusing enough between Night Thrasher and Darkhawk. So Darkhawk, Night Thrasher, Moon Knight, unique synergy. Darkhawk starts the fight in a random mode, which is good, I think. Like, I think if you want to bring this dude into war, I would bring him into war with this synergy. Because, you know, the region, and if you get lucky and you get null mode at the first go, like if you get lucky 66% of the time, you're gonna be lucky because null mode or stealth mode, they're just gonna be both good for you.
Yeah. Seems like a good attacker and defender.
Yeah. So yeah, you do this, start to fight in random mode, and then Night Thrasher enemies have whatever negative 20% armor rating for each unique debuff on them. Night Thrasher really didn't end up amounting to much.
Is this not? This is not a Trinity synergy, right? You don't need all three.
No,
you
it's
just,
not.
It's Moon Knight or Night Thrasher.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Moon Knight gets some stuff about the moon, and he gets a little bit of regen, or he gets like a little bit of power gain. Which, you know, is Moon Knight.
Oh, he gains a special one right at the start of the fight, basically.
Yeah, well, what's he gonna do? He doesn't do any damage.
I must have missed this synergy. This is really good for Moon Knight. A full moon and waning moons, he's gonna get 10% over at the beginning of the fight. That's not bad. And then a burst of power for the other two modes. Okay, I mean, look, it's not putting Moon Knight on the map, but I mean, it's a start.
It's a start, sure.
Yeah.
We need bigger starts for Moon Knight.
It's better than the first one that Ant-Man got.
Yeah. I think the fifth man in that team with Ghost Rider, Blade, and Stark is gonna be Night Thrasher, because Ghost Rider also gets a good synergy with Night Thrasher.
Yeah.
So Dark Justice, Venom, Ghost Rider, Punisher, 30% power gain rate against villains, which is great.
Yeah,
like,
that's
for
pretty strong.
30% on top of the 60% he already gets in stealth mode. That is craziness, man. That's like 90% power gain rate. That's a power gain node right there.
Yeah.
And then 10% crit rating against heroes.
When they say that, do they actually mean 10% with starting at a 0 crit rating and then applying that number on top of your total crit rate? Do you know what I mean?
Sure how this
because
works.
why do they jump it to percent? I think they're starting to go. I've seen a lot of percents in there when we should be doing fixed values. According to
the percent here in the crit rating is kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as adding a 10% crit rating because it's by definition each point you add is variable, diminishing return. So you couldn't. I don't know. That's weird.
So who knows how that 10% applies? It's hard to test crit rating as well.
That's strong though. I mean, if it is an actual 10%, that's really strong. If it's just 10% from nothing,
that's even stronger. That's just like craziness against villains right there.
Oh yeah, the power rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Don't forget Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. Now that's the strongest one, I think.
Yeah.
So a Vulture, Falcon, and Hawkeye. Now Vulture and Falcon, I don't really care about, but Hawkeye, that dude is good stuff. They get 5% crit rating, and damaging debuffs are 40% stronger. Right.
Yeah. Strong.
Now that 40% stronger, that also applies to a little thing known as null mode shock.
Yeah.
So you remember when he dealt 10% of his base attack when he entered null mode as
Yeah.
shock damage?
Why is Hawkeye
Directly.
in the Bird of Prey? Just because of his name?
Because he's a bird.
He
and
doesn't have
he wants
wings.
to
Where's
fly.
Archangel in here? God, they left him out again. Why did I take that guy up?
So yeah, he has wings and he's gonna be flying away.
Okay, yeah. So
null
that's
mode
a lot of
gets
damage.
10%. Null mode gets 10% of his base attack as direct damage, like direct energy damage as shock. But that's also debuff, so that also gets amplified by
40%.
no, not by 40% yet. It gets amplified by Sig and by the null mode damage multiplier. So that gets amplified. That gets multiplied by 3, right?
Well,
So instead of 10%, he's going to be dealing 30% just based on his base kit and his max Sig, right? And then that's going to be
yes.
multiplied by 40%. So that's good stuff, right?
Yeah, so what is that? Let's just try and it's about 45% damage.
42%
Okay.
of his base attack as direct damage. And then
Strong.
before that, we can also add I'm gonna also add suicides to this.
Oh. Well, that does change. That does do a thing. So 60% on but suicides you can wrap around the whole thing, right? Because everything's based off base attack. So just do 60% added to 40%, 42%, which should be 2/3, something like 30. I don't know, 70%.
No, I don't think that's gonna be how it works. I don't think. Actually, that may be actually how it works.
It's a lot. It's over 60%. I think.
Yeah, it's over 60% of his base attack.
Yeah.
Being dealt just every hit.
Yeah, it's very strong.
While he is not in null mode, and he's gonna have extra, extra stuff, extra attack.
Not a bad teammate for war anyway. Hawkeye. He's a strong attacker. Pretty good.
He's alright.
Power control.
He's alright.
I think what we really want to see is Vulture with the synergy,
Yes.
using his power burn against an X-Bull Dead Force.
Yes. Yeah.
That is something I'd like to see.
That's hot stuff. Yeah.
Oof, that power burn just melting him. Because that would apply, right? 40% stronger power burn.
I think that's a debuff, right?
Yeah. That's a really, really strong power burn as it is. Strongest in the game.
Is
Vulture's pretty bad, but I took mine to 565 in the beta.
Oh wow! I was about to be like, what did you do?
Special 2 crit, 28,000 damage on the blast.
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
still not that much though.
If only,
Considering his like 3% crit rate.
yeah, he really needs some more crit rate. Okay, so and
Wow.
in the spotlight, they're recommending masteries. They're saying block proficiency, parry, of course. Liquid courage, double edge. He's suicide friendly.
And recoil, he has kind of a way of getting around recoil. If you're doing that rotation of special 2, special 3,
Yeah.
I mean, he's possibly the most full suicide friendly champion ever. Besides maybe Omega Red is still better.
Oh my god, so good with suicides.
Yeah. But this guy is, I mean, he's really good too. This is up there. I mean, this is better than Magic for full suicides.
Yeah, Magic with full suicides is not that great. Magic with double edge is great.
I'm a big fan of half suicides. I love that. It's my favorite build. I hate Liquid Courage. Used to love it when I was a big Karnak guy, but but yeah. So either way, I mean, you don't have to put full suicides on with this guy. Maybe you have some other champions, like maybe you run Magic as well. But the half suicide is still going to be good for this guy. I mean,
I think this dude is gonna be one of the best mini boss killers in map 7.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. He's a robot. Omega Red's gonna be the mini boss. I mean, we think Omega Red's gonna be the mini boss. They're probably gonna keep it like that.
Yeah.
Collar tech, he says. That's kind of interesting. What was the power gain reduction? 70%.
70%. Yeah.
And collar tech is 18%. Is that just straight additive? So are we talking 88%?
It's additive. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty low. That's really low. I mean, you're not going to be gaining. They're not going to be gaining any power.
Mm-hmm.
Collar tech. I'd like to see collar tech tested a little more. It seems.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's expensive though. So
every class mastery is expensive.
They're saying strengths against bleed and poison. Oh my god, they even say, let me just read this. Bleed and poison focus champs will quickly lose their competitive edge against Darkhawk. Here's looking at you, Archangel. They're not even subtle about it anymore.
So like this Archangel, this little son of a bitch.
They're just trying to mess with him. Oh my god. And they specifically left him out of the Birds of Prey.
I think you're cutting off. I don't know for some.
Am I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
you're good now. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. It's just a sensitivity thing. So okay, playstyle: opponents who knock down Darkhawk without thinking about the consequences will discover his shield is not to be trifled with. Okay. He's strong stuff. Versus Omega Red. That's
and then
obvious.
They mention Omega Red. Then.
Yeah.
Weaknesses: unblockable True Strike. All right. Heal block. Yeah. Nebula / anti-robot champs.
You probably have to knock down Darkhawk sometime. It would be best if you didn't heal from it. And they say use heal block. Yeah. Okay. We've seen him in Alliance Wars so far. He hasn't done
so we have
a lot.
Had people face him on defense already.
Yeah, we have too. They didn't die, so don't know what to think about that. We haven't given up a kill to a Darkhawk yet. One. Okay.
Yep.
What are we going
on
about?
So synergies we talked about, the weaknesses and the whatever we talked about. Mm-hmm. He's not that bad to face on defense.
No.
Or so I've been told.
Yeah, I think I think our guy used Hyperion.
Yeah.
It went okay, he said.
What node was he on?
Now you're pushing it. I don't remember. I don't know. It wasn't. I don't think he was like 455 yet. Maybe so they probably put him on one of the earlier nodes. So he could maybe he's a pain in the butt on like a tougher node.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know who I can see being kind of good versus him are the Black Order, Corvus and Proxima are probably both decent.
Yeah, Corvus is decent against him. Proxima not so much because there's the knockdown kind of missions, and I think the true accuracy she gains is not enough to actually last the full
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
It's only let's just see. I've had her open really here. It's only 5 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not very much. But then again, you just heavy again. You just use your heavy. So I don't know. I mean, I think Cosmic Champions in general are going to do okay. Does armor breaking him do anything?
No, not really. It was supposed to.
What was it supposed to do?
It was supposed to like shut down all his abilities. Like initially in the very, very initial leaked information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was supposed to shut down everything?
Shut down everything, yeah.
And then they just said, nope.
Yeah.
we don't want to do to this guy what we did to Archangel.
Anymore, so. Yeah, we can just shut down Archangel.
You know what? I can just. Oh, it sounds bad, but just give it a year. Give it a year, Darkhawk. We always intended for the abilities to be shut down, and Darkhawk's just. He's too good. We can't design content around him. So,
Yeah.
global armor break, and now Darkhawk's useless. Same with Ghost.
Oh man, global armor break would be
Global
so
armor
fun.
break, savage.
No more
Okay.
phasing for Ghost.
Yeah.
She'd be so useless. Uh,
So,
I think there's a note that actually puts an armor break on you from the start of the fight. What is it like?
emphatic lock.
Emphatic lock, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if you get emphatic locked, but for the entire fight? Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, there's one that's like 30 seconds. If they put that note in Alliance 4, that's pretty anti-Ghost.
Yeah. I think Ghost's time in the sun is not for long.
I don't know, man. If only Wasp. See, you know what they did cleverly is break up the science and the tech variant.
Yeah.
Because Ghost is actually just a normal, very good but hard to use champion without Wasp.
Yeah.
Yeah, still good, still great, but much more difficult. Takes a lot of skill,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good timing. Mm-hmm.
Without Wasp and Hood, Ghost is a lot different.
Mm-hmm. So okay.
Well, I'm excited for the future of the game, and I'm excited for the year we had because just looking back at it, it was a good year, man. It was a good year. Ending it with Darkhawk.
This is the last champion of 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can expect another Sentry Aegon duo in January, right?
What do you mean?
Like another, like paired together, two champions that are sort of with the like real close together. That's what I'm thinking for the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You know, like
apparently there's a mystic character coming. Maybe not. Who knows?
Which one of the Fantastic Four would be Mystic, huh?
No, apparently there's like an alchemist or whatever. I don't know.
Oh.
There was a leaked event.
Wait, isn't that like DC? Alchemist?
No, there's some other alchemist. I don't know.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. The patch could
I'm hoping
be dropping.
Maybe Silver Surfer. That would be really cool, huh?
That would be really cool.
What if he's what would he be if he came in? Cosmic?
Yeah, probably.
He'd have to be cosmic. Very cool, huh?
I mean, we have like 2 weeks left on the event quest now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how that's gonna work out with.
It's pushing into January, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna push into January, and it's gonna are they not gonna release a new champ for a week from now?
I think they'll just overlap. I think they'll just have 2 event quests available.
Oh, okay, they can do that.
Yeah. They start on the first. What is it?
So let me actually take a look at this.
They always start on a certain day of the week, and it's the first one of the month. Yeah, the first Wednesday of the month. So whatever that works out to be, they start on that day. They're very consistent about that.
The first Wednesday of the month is the 2nd.
So that's when it's dropping, right? I mean, it has to. And we can expect the day after that for the new champion to be dropped.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would actually make sense.
I'm hoping for the Silver Surfer. I think he'd be real cool. Although I'm probably not going to be able to get this guy for a while. He should be. At what point do the new champions, do you start wanting them as 6 stars and not 5 stars? How long do you think?
Never.
What's your prediction? Like how long until you say, "Oh god, well, I'll take him as a 5-star guess, but I really want him as a 6-star."
Oh, like my prediction on that? Maybe when 6-star awakening gems and 6-star specific rank up materials like tier 5 basic, tier 5 class, tier 5 class catalyst are a thing. Maybe then I will actually care about that. But right now it's just like, I don't want this character as a 6-star. So
yeah. Yep, I can
Yeah, so
understand that.
the event quest ends in 14 days basically. It
Okay.
ends on the 9th. But I think we are gonna have an overlapping event quest.
Yeah, so 1 week overlap's not that bad. I think
Yeah,
they did that before with one of the months.
I think so. Yeah.
So we'll see who
Yeah,
comes.
we'll see what happens. It's good stuff, man. And right now, like looking back, there's Maze, there's Variant, both new content.
Lots of
We
new
had Act
content.
5. Yeah, yeah, man. It was a good year. We'll talk about the year in review
Yes.
soon. Uh,
Before
when
before the
both
New
of our
Year starts,
families are not
hopefully.
driving us nuts anymore, which is fine. Good on them, but let us be.
It's their
Uh,
job.
it's their job. Yeah, they can't not do that.
I'm making pizza
Oh.
tonight for the family.
I'm making pizza on New Year's Eve.
Oh
So
wow, have fun with
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Do you guys like to just like make your own little pizzas, like individuals, or do
yes,
you make a
yeah.
big pizza?
Well, bigger, but like handmade dough.
Yeah,
And,
we do that too.
yeah, yeah,
It's the most fun. Like I made it last night, the dough, you know,
it's great.
and then you stick it
Yeah,
in the fridge, and it kind of grows, and then it's
yeah.
ready.
It's pretty good, man. We're gonna make pizza. Get some good cheese. Get some.
Do you put pineapple on your pizza?
I do when I wanna be frisky, but
Oof.
I'm not. I'm not a frisky man today. I'm a simple man with simple taste.
I must be always frisky.
Well.
I always put that pineapple on. Frisky as can be.
No, usually just very simple, just cheese and basil and tomatoes.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's always good. Oh god, I love pizza. It's my favorite food. Pizza
We
podcast.
sound 12.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay, so let's do it. Let's call it for Darkhawk.
Yeah, call it for Darkhawk. He's a good character. If you are grinding for him right now, good luck. You're doing it on Christmas and New Year's, so have fun.
Yeah, for real. Wait, the second round's going right now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like 1 day left.
So if you're grinding for him right now, well, by the time this gets out, you'll have already gotten him or not. So
Yeah.
sucks if you didn't get him, but
He needs
congrats
high
if you did.
sig, so save up your 6 stones.
Oh my god, isn't the six stone problem for me is in general, six stones are like the most valuable resource now.
Yeah, man, just pop 4,000 greater gifting crystals and you'll get a lot of 6 stones.
Why would I stop at 4,000 when I could easily go to 10,000?
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. 10,000 greater gifting crystals coming right up. I'm gonna sig 200 every single champion in the game.